going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got some educational sort of video, you know, not educational because this is not goddamn school, but why we should not look for aliens by the Dark Forest. This video has been viral on YouTube. Every single person, not every, I don't know what I'm saying. Wait, actually I do know what I'm saying. Every single, you know, YouTuber that I watch has reacted to it, and I've always said, you know what? If they're all reacting to it, I'm going to react to it. I haven't watched it, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here watching it. So we've got some, it's just going to be some mind, it's going to be space, the universe, like all this sort of stuff really, really interests me. I don't know if it does for anyone else. If it doesn't, you're probably not here watching the video, but it's just something like the universe. I just want to know more, and just some theory or sort of videos that I just love these sort of content. So hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. If there is any other videos like this that I should react to, comment them down below. Let's check it out.
The universe is incredibly big and seems full of potential for life, with billions of habitants.
I read a comment. Before I clicked on this video, I just read a comment on this video, and it said, "Imagine our first contact with outer space, and it's someone from another universe, like telling us, be quiet or they'll hear you," in quotation. Imagine that. Imagine how scary that shit would be.
Planets. If an advanced civilization had the technology to travel between the stars at just 0.1% of the speed of light, it could colonize our galaxy in roughly 100 million years. Which is not that long, given the billions of years the Milky Way has existed. So, in principle, any spacefaring civilization should be able to spread rapidly over huge sectors of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And yet, we see nothing, hear nothing. The universe seems empty, devoid of others. This is the Fermi paradox, which we've discussed in more detail in other videos.
Yeah.
Confronted with the seemingly empty universe, humanity faces a dilemma. We desperately want to know if we are alone in the Milky Way. We want to call out and reveal ourselves to anyone watching, but that could be the last thing we ever do. Because maybe the universe is not empty. Maybe it's full of civilizations, but they are hiding from each other. Maybe the civilizations that attracted attention in the past were wiped away by invisible arrows. This is the Dark Forest solution to the Fermi paradox.
Oh boy! Alrighty. Shout out. Original link always in the description.
The hunter awakes in his hiding place and carefully listens for suspicious noises from the thick undergrowth before he gets up. Another night has passed without incident. The forest is dark and full of fog. He considers calling out to others to end his loneliness, but stops himself at the last moment.
Why?
What if they are like him?
True.
All living things seek to survive, secure resources, and multiply. Their greatest obstacle are other living things that share the same objective.
Oh,
Competition
pelican.
between species favored the survival of beings.
Oh my fucking bro, I did not see that coming. Yeah.
Our ancestors were inventive, competitive, expansionist, and greedy for resources, which led them to winning the competition for our planet. Today, most other animals are so utterly at our mercy that we wipe out about a dozen species a day, just as an unintentional byproduct of how we like to run things.
Damn.
But humans are more than individuals. From us, cultures emerge that also compete with each other. Competitive and expansionary cultures spread faster and further and merge with, subdue, or destroy others. If we look at our history, it becomes clear we are dangerous. Not just to others, but also to ourselves. Our human nature has driven us to take over every corner of our planet, and soon we will look to the stars, both to expand our domain and ensure access to ever more resources.
Well, I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard, but I was on Instagram the other day, and I was scrolling through, and I seen this thing that in Japan or China, they've now got South Korea, I think it was. They've now got an artificial sun. Did anyone see that? If you didn't, look it up, because it's the most crazy shit ever.
And then we might stumble upon others trying to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. There's gotta
It's
be.
likely that the competition of life also takes place on faraway planets.
Ew, what is
so
that?
it's logical to assume that an alien civilization that came to dominate their planet would be in some regards similar to us. But if they're similar to us, they too may be dangerous.
Bro, I hope they don't have guns. Goodness.
The implication.
Okay. We'd be in
As
some danger.
the hunter sneaks through the dark forest all alone, he knows that there might be others like him. He can't know their intentions, if they are aggressive or not. The hunter knows he would kill to ensure his own survival, so he has to assume that they would too.
What?
And it might be that if he stumbles upon another hunter, the one that shoots first survives. None of this means that conflict is unavoidable. So far, the progress of the modern world seems to have made us more peaceful, not more violent. Maybe this is true for other civilizations too, that eventually progress means less conflict, not more. Different alien civilizations also should vary from the mild and peaceful to the malevolent and militaristic. The existential problem we're facing is that when we meet others between the stars, we have no way of telling who is peaceful or aggressive and what their true intentions
Hey,
are.
that's true.
Similarly, they might not understand or trust our intentions, even if we tell them that we are peaceful.
Yeah.
On top of that, if we did discover another civilization and they discovered us, the light years between us would mean years of communication delay.
Wow, that
Both
sucks.
sides would be in a state of uncertainty, wondering if the wisest move is to just attack, because there's another serious issue: technological explosions and the first strike advantage. We don't know where the limits of technology are, but we do know how much technological progress matters in war. A few hundred
Oh
or
my,
thousand
what?
years can turn conflict with uncertain results into a one-sided massacre.
Oh boy.
Caesar's legions would stand no chance against Napoleon's army with their cannons and muskets, which would be eradicated by artillery from the First World War,
Yeah.
which would not stand a chance against today's drones and guided missiles. So the power level of different civilizations may vary massively, and even if not, between the time it takes us to detect another civilization and us saying hi, we might already be hopelessly behind on the tech tree. Which is bad enough, but the nature of interstellar conflict makes this worse. If your opponent is light years away, sending an invasion fleet takes so long that by the time it arrives, it might be hopelessly obsolete. So war between civilizations might be just about eliminating the other to remove an existential threat to yourself. Someone else who might be so scared of you that they attack the first chance they get. In this environment, the only way to guarantee a win is to strike with such force and speed that the target has no chance of survival or time to counterattack or escape. The stakes are the highest possible, with no room for error. If we assume that the majority of civilizations live on planets, that leaves...
See, now that's what I'd be thinking. Like, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Imagine if that's real. Like, imagine, you know, we're watching it, like, on the movies, but imagine if that shit is real. Like, obviously, it's recorded here. Like, I'm not saying, you know, we're watching the movies that are happening in 5 galaxies away, but I'm saying, like, imagine, you know, these crazy, you know, movies and these crazy stuff that you see. Like, obviously you think, of course it's not real, but just imagine if that is real somewhere. Like that, I don't know, this stuff mind fucks me. It just
leaves them pretty
I don't-
vulnerable.
it's-
All
yeah,
you
too
need
much
to
to
do
under-
is throw
like,
something
comprehend.
massive at a planet to make it uninhabitable. So the ultimate interplanetary annihilation weapon is probably something like a relativistic kill vehicle.
Oh,
a missile
shit.
shot at a planet at a significant fraction of the speed of light. For example, a missile the size of a person going 95% the speed of light has as much energy as all nuclear bombs on Earth.
really.
If you shot a few dozen at the civilization you wanted to wipe out, success would be fairly certain. Even a single hit would suffice.
Damn,
This is not that absurd of an idea.
it is.
A civilization only slightly above us on the Kardashev scale would have enough energy to send multiple strikes against every planet it suspects of harboring life.
What?
What makes these weapons so sinister is how much they favor a first strike, since they would be so fast that it might be impossible to protect yourself effectively against them once they're launched. Conflict between civilizations may not be lengthy affairs, but rapid winner-takes-all situations, where the first one to shoot wins. This makes any civilization an existential threat to any other. And if every civilization is an existential threat to every other, there may be only two kinds of civilizations out there: quiet ones and dead ones. So, what should we do?
Sheesh.
Should we worry? It's unlikely
Not really.
that anybody has noticed humanity yet. The radio signals we've transmitted in the last 100 years traveled a relatively tiny distance and have long decayed into unreadable noise.
Damn.
At our technological stage,
Kinda
if we
boring.
don't actively try to get noticed, and if nobody specifically looks at our pretty unremarkable solar system, we'll stay hidden. But one day we will venture into space in a serious way, and need to consider these kinds of questions again. We don't know if there are others or if we are going through the forest alone.
Damn. I hope that I'm alive, you know, in the... Like, I hope that I'm alive to see the first, like, contact with people that aren't on Earth. This is crazy.
But
This
we
has
have
got
no
my
way of
mind
knowing for sure.
thinking.
For the time being, it seems the best we can do is to carefully listen. And even if we see others step into a clearing and make themselves known, we should not reply right away.
No, I think we
but
should.
carefully watch them from the undergrowth.
Yeah, true.
Perhaps we are also thinking about this all wrong by allowing our primitive brain that evolved in the context of the gruesome competition of life to conjure fears of predatory
poor
aliens
fucking
all around us. Maybe the fact that we are looking at the universe like this is a sign that we are not grown up yet as a species. There could be a friendly, welcoming community of alien civilizations waiting to hear from us when we are ready.
Hey, that'd be
As
cool.
for now, the good news is there is actually little we need to do.
Aw.
We just need to be thoughtful about the signals we send out into the galaxy. We need to watch the sky and learn more about our galaxy, our forest. Because whatever the nature of our forest is, full of dangers or friends, or nobody at all, only careful observation can tell. So, let's do that. At last, the hunter reaches a clearing and finds a comfortable position. Slowly, the sun melts the fog away. Lost in thought, he admires the vegetation until suddenly he is eye to eye with another hunter, frozen in terror, just like himself. His mind is racing, considering all the different
Shoot!
options.
No, I'm shooting.
The hunter takes a deep breath and makes a decision.
Shoot.
Maybe the only way out of the dark forest
Hey.
is to step into the clearing together.
Hey.
And with this hopeful picture, we say goodbye to the year 12,021 of the human era.
Damn.
It was a wild year to say the least, still much more fun than 12,020.
Hey.
Kurzgesagt had its most successful month ever and published a book. We tried a lot of new techniques and really got into Blender and Cinema 4D, hiding more and more 3D in our videos. We have so many ideas for next year and big and ambitious plans that we can't wait to share with you.
Hey, I like that.
And all of this was and is possible because of your direct support.
Hey, shout out to this channel, man. Original link always in the description. Hey, shout out to this channel. Hey, that was a grouse video. I love these sort of videos that just kind of get you thinking about, you know, there's so many scenarios, there's so many things that you can think about. Like, imagine, now this is probably not possible. I was actually having this conversation with a mate just a few days ago. Imagine if this, you know, like Earth, this is the only alive people in the entire, like, ever. Like, imagine if Earth, this is it for humanity. There is no aliens, there is nothing else out in the entire universe, like, ever, except for Earth. And if we do bad here, that's it for world as mankind. But if we, like, pass, like, some sort of there's so many things that get me thinking. I could sit here and discuss it with people for so long. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Why we should not look for aliens. Hey, this is W video. Hey, that's going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.